Everyone, and welcome to the stream for today. For now, Aquamaniac is running a little bit late, so I'm going to be soloing just for a second. So it might be a little scuffed. There might be times where I should just go quiet while I fix something on the back end. But bear with me as we get through this. He should be joining shortly. Just for now, there's some tech issues. So hopefully he'll begin here soon. For now, we can jump right into this. No need to introduce anyone. We've got first match of the day is Reapers versus Burns Bumpers, followed up by Woan Wilson and Silly Geese, assuming they get done. You might have seen it on the schedule, but like it is not 100% that they are able to do 8:45 because Tech is currently in a Valorant match. So best of luck to that guy. Maybe it's already done by now. I don't have it up right now, so we'll have to see. For now, though, let's jump into this matchup. We've got the Division E standings. I'm hoping these are up to date. I know there's been some a little bit of skepticism around stats a little bit, but at the top we got Pegasus's in 3-1 record, leading the division with a 76% win. And at the bottom is actually one of these teams. It's Reapers. They are yet to get their first win yet, which I'm hoping to see today. But luckily, they're taking our team that's not too much higher above them. They only have one more win than them. In terms of team stats, Burns Bumpers are leading in 7.25 shots a game with 1.5 assists a game, which means they're doing a great job of passing the ball and like making every attempt looking threatening, throwing things at the net, and just in general, just a huge amount of aggression going towards the net of their opponents. So we'll see how the Reapers defense like holds here, because they do have one of the higher percentages in saves. 61% of saves for the Reapers is making me think that maybe they can do a good job of holding off in this one. What am I? Do we have something wrong here? No, we don't have something right here. Anyways, jumping into the first team stats, we have the Reapers, which is Crazy Ike. I believe that's how it's pronounced. We have Gamer Guy, and we have Mediocre Joker for this Reapers squad. Gamer Guy is more commonly known as Pumpkinhead, another great creator. He's actually the one who created the little transition that you see of the Fennec doing this little drift and then boosting towards the screen. He actually created that. But let's talk about this team in terms of stat-wise. They're definitely putting on the goals a game. Pumpkin doing the work and scoring for this team. I'd like to see a little more from his teammates, Crazy Egg and Mediocre Joker, but I'm sure they'll get into it as they feel a little more comfortable into the season. I think they're just getting caught off guard early on. Not much assisting going on either for this team. On offense, it's really just one person just doing the work and scoring the goals for them, and that one person has been Pumpkin. I don't know too much about any of these players besides Pumpkin. I've played with him a little bit, and I know he's pretty solid. But they're doing pretty well. In terms of demos of game, this team is pretty aggressive. All of them putting an average of every other game getting a demo is pretty solid. They're definitely getting active, and you know what's kind of shocking is the fact that Reapers have most of the predictions points behind them. There may be some bias in the chat towards the GOAT Pumpkin, but let's take a look at the blue side stat, the Burns Bumpers over here, as I think we have Aquamaniac joining us. Maybe? Mic test, question mark?
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome. Well, everyone, welcome to the stream. Aquamaniac, thanks for joining us. We are just getting into Burns Bumpers. I don't know if you have the stream up and can go off and read off some stats on that end, or if you're too caught off guard at the moment.
I just joined in, so it's going to have to give me a second.
I
should be in here pretty soon.
I can go over them real quick in the meantime. Go Time is the captain for the squad, followed up by, I don't know how to pronounce that name, I'm going to be honest. I think it's Elia, maybe, question mark? Eli, at least. I'm gonna stick with Eli for this match. And then we got the Last Supper, I think. This squad is pretty strong. All of them getting active on scoring. At least every other game, each of those players are getting onto the field, and they're all assisting as well. Go Time is leading the division in assisting, meaning he is setting up his teammates to get those goals for this Burns Bumpers team. They're clicking as a team, and they're doing quite well. So Reapers, they definitely have a large task against them today.
For sure. No, I definitely agree with you on that one. It's going to be a pretty challenging match, but going to be quite entertaining for those of you that are watching.
Yes, sir. I am so excited for this matchup today. I'm hoping we can get everyone into this match. I think we have everyone. So I might just, I might just real quick get you in here and then get her rolling. But I'm curious. I know you don't know much of this team. You just hopped on here, but do you have a prediction? Do you know this team like at all? Throw a prediction up in the air. We got 1-2 is the Burns Bumpers record, and we got an 0-3 team of the Reapers.
Well, looking at the stats themselves, Burns Bumpers is definitely a team that's going to play very well. I don't entirely know Reapers, but just going by the name itself, I'm just gonna go with Reapers just because they're the underdog of the situation.
Oh, I love the underdog pick. I was hoping that I would have the underdog pick, and I could be like, actually, I'm gonna go against you and pick Reapers. But I guess we're both hoping for this underdog pick of the Reapers, because I'm gonna predict the Reapers as well. Maybe that'll give them a little luck, because I haven't been wrong yet somehow. So far flawless on predictions, which I'm pretty proud of myself for that. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this one. I'm going to ask the players if they're good to go, and then I think we're just going to roll right into it. I think some of them are under a time crunch, so we might just try to get it going right away.
Good.
If you want to hop in the in party, I think I'll send you an invite.
I'm already in VOD Ninja. You just gotta put me in there, and then.
Oh no, I said the party for Rocket League, so we can get you in here to
Oh
watch
yeah,
the to watch the match.
yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, it looks like both teams are good to go, so might as well not delay this too much. We are starting pretty much right on time, so your timing is great because play-by-play is the hardest thing to do by yourself.
That's fair enough. That's a lot of talking to do.
Yep. Anyways, I'm going to get us loaded into this match. What do you think? Have you seen any much of Division E thus far?
No, I have not. I've been quite busy with my own schedule, so I've been kind of all over the place for when it keeps up to these lower division teams, which is okay. So I mean, I'm just kind of expecting the unexpected out of these matches.
Yep, honestly, I have watched a decent amount, but not like a ton. I think I've maybe casted one match and then watched like one other. It's pretty limited on my experience for what there is. I was hoping you had insight on what you think has been working well in Division E in general, because I know different divisions have stuff that seems to work well for them.
Yeah, that's true. Being Division E, you said it is bottom of the pedestal, but who knows? There could be somebody that pops off really well. There could be a team that pulls out some crazy mechanic or just some lucky play or pinch, and it just works out well for that team.
Do you think just getting those shots, getting those attempts in general is probably what you want to see from these squads, is to try to get the dominance? Ooh, speaking of just throwing them on net, that one almost finds its way.
True. Well, this game is going to be quite entertaining, as in each team is both going to try their hardest to keep going through with this. We got one up for an aerial, but couldn't quite get the hit on that one, but that's all right. It is Div E, so we're just looking for those attempts anyways.
Yep, I think if they just, I think the shots is what tends to be the differences, because stuff like that sometimes happens when you just put shots on net. They aren't 100%, like, I guess, like mechanically sound all the time, so that can lead to some goals just because you put enough on target.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was a nice aerial by Eli. He was just up for that ball, and I mean, it did take him to the bottom of his boost, but I mean, it hit the back of the net, and that's all you need at this rank anyways.
Yep, especially like if you're that one had some decent height on it too, so that was gonna make it a little bit harder to save too.
Yep, for sure. And there he goes trying to push in another one, but Pumpkin Ned was there to block it off, and we see the ball go middle with Orange trying to push it downfield, but couldn't quite get that over with Blue's defense.
So something I've noticed in it, because the Reapers team is one of the teams I have watched before, because they have that Pumpkinhead guy on their team, and he's one of my DSU guys. So I have watched their games a little bit, and I try to support them. And I think what I need to see as another one goes into the net, that is unfortunate if you're the Reapers, is a little more boost possession. They get really, really caught up on stealing too much boost and not having enough, because they're not stealing the opponent's boost. Like, they steal boost from their teammates and then not leave enough for their I guess they don't steal enough from the opponents. They steal too much from each other, I guess. I word that horribly.
No, it's just boost management is not that great, and so there we go. Another one in the net for Burns Bumpers, which puts 3 on the board for them, which is a really good start for their team. Unfortunate for Reapers, but being underdogs, we're still hoping that they get a couple in by the end of this game. I mean, there's over half the game left, anyways.
Yep, it definitely could turn around. I think they need to keep their mental high here because I know in like the higher you get, like in towards like Division A, a 1-goal lead is like pretty intimidating, especially once you get to 2 goals. Suddenly it's like the game might as well be over at 2 goals and like half time left. It's pretty dominant once you get to those. But in like Division E, it can definitely flip just from a little bit of a momentum switch. And I think we have a Rule 1. Uh-oh. Nope.
Oh, bumped him right out of the Rule 1. I guess who was that? Burns Bumpers is gonna feel some karma coming up here pretty soon. Maybe Reapers is gonna score one for breaking that Rule 1, because everyone knows if you do break that Rule 1, there's a karma that's gonna bite you back in the butt.
Oh, and it doesn't. See, unfortunately, last game, I think Game 5 for the Reapers in the last series, they broke a Rule 1 and got punished for it. And now I guess the other team broke a Rule 1, so the universe must have just said, I guess it's even now.
Yeah, I guess so. But there we go, another one on the board for Burns Bumpers, which means it's down to 4-0, and it's looking pretty tough for Reapers to get back up there.
Yep, I was
Started
mentioning...
to see another shot. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was mentioning how like a 3-goal, you can definitely switch it around. But a 4-goal, that's a little bit more intimidating if you're the Reapers squad here. It could be quite hard to come back from that.
Yep, it's a big number to try and push towards. I mean, it is doable, but very rare that you do see it happen.
As the last up, we're going to try to work this one mid. It's going to get denied by Pumpkinhead. Craziac now going to launch that one up the field, and it's going to get denied by Go Time. Now, further push up the field by Go Time. ATS is going to send this one to the side. I meant to say Craziac, but same difference. Pumpkinhead now doing his own work on the ball. He can't quite get it around last upper. That midfield presence is strong from the Burns Bumpers.
They're just pelting these shots on the net. I mean, it's 4 shots total from their team, and that's another great one right behind the Reapers defense, which is a really nice place shot.
Yep, I kind of saw that one building a little bit. Unfortunately, they were just like a little bit pushed up too far past the post, and that was a perfect angle to hit that one in back post, and they just found that angle, and it just found its way into the back of the net.
Yeah, for sure. I think going by how this game's looking, Burns Bumpers could have a total sweep through this, but maybe we'll see some more action happening. And there we go, another one in the net by the Burns Bumpers, and looks like it's just a beating happening now, going 6-0 to Reapers.
Yep, I'm hoping that they can find a couple just to regain from this, because you can't let this kind of momentum keep going. You got to shut it down. At this point, this game is chalked. Like, it's realistically impossible for this one to come back in. I mean, technically it's possible, but if you're being realistic, you got to just look forward to next game and just like prepare for that one.
Yep, if they can get one for the road, that's totally fine, but now it's Reaper's job to keep that mentality up and be able to keep pushing forward, be that resilient team, and just keep it going.
I 100% agree. Is that a Rule 1? I mean,
that's a Rule 2, Rule 3-ish, something like that. Where
it's some number.
Hands. One of those other forbidden rules that everyone knows about in Rocket League.
It's just at that point you're just holding it just to hold it. I mean, I feel like that one, if you broke it, no one would be upset at you, but like you just hold it just because it's fun. Yep, that one's gonna go to Burns Bumpers. Once they got that 5th goal, that was kind of made obvious. Hopefully they can get back in this next game though.
For sure. As you can see by the stats themselves, Eli is just taking those shots on net, putting them in the back of the Reaper's nets, which he's going 4 for 4, 100% shooting, and so is Got Time too. Go Time, sorry. He's got 2 for 2, and we just need to keep seeing Reapers keep that pressure on Burns Bumpers, and I think they can step it up a little bit more, try to maybe bump or demo Eli, just get him out of the way, and I think that'll help their gameplay a little bit more.
Yep, and honestly, I think you mentioned bumps. I think that's actually huge. Reapers, they did average pretty high in terms of teams for bumping the other team. I think they gotta honestly kind of use that a little bit to their advantage here, because they can 100% bring this back if they bring in a little more physical play. That's kind of what I'm hoping to see here.
Yep. And even if they just go in through those, not just the off-ball pressure, but just keeping the possession in general through those passes, through uh, just being able to keep that ball on the uh, Burns bumper side, they should be able to uh, keep that score up and keep that pressure on them.
Yep, and we're getting into match number 2. Hopefully we can see a little bit of a different script, as looks like Burns Bumpers are looking to immediately continue that aggression right off the rip. Pumpkin gonna try to deny them. Great work to get that one out of the half from Pumpkin, but it's a little bit of a double commit. And unfortunately now we're going the other way, a shot opportunity, but it goes a little bit wide. And now another one gonna ring off the post this time. Mediocre Joker trying to find the touch, can't quite get there. Pumpkinhead, can he do some work on this ball? He can't either, but there's Crazy Egg gonna try to push this one up himself. Gets a beater on 2. This could be good, but Eli, the go to the team right now, trying to push that one out himself, doing a wonderful job keeping that out of harm's way.
Yeah, a lot of what I'm seeing right now is just a lot of just throwing the cars at the ball, which can do some work, but as you can see, like Eli touching the ball there, he actually hits it with the nose, which gives it a really nice shot compared to some of the other players, which is really helping them out, included with those like bumps that they're doing
Yep.
before.
And I think there's definitely a difference between throwing yourself at the ball and throwing yourself at the ball with a shot. Like, if you just keep getting shots on, that's great. You can just repeatedly do that. In Division E, you can just keep throwing shots on until eventually it works. But you can't just throw yourself at the ball. You need to have intention with what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. You need to have that purpose. You need to have those purposeful touches. Is basically what we're trying to say through this. Is that you can't just throw yourself at the ball, or else not much is going to happen out of that. You got to know what you want to do with that ball and where it's going to go, and actually follow it up.
Yep. Some great touches now coming out from Mediocre Joker to try to get this one out. That was pretty great to get it out to midfield, but is anyone there? There's Crazy Egg now with a shot. It's going to get saved away from Eli, as Eli is now going to throw one on the other net, going the other way. Crazy Egg able to save this one away. Go time cleared to the corner. Pumpkinhead now on the ball. Can he get something out to his teammates? Not quite. Eli gonna now shut them down. He gets bumped away though. There's those bumps coming around. There's that physical aggression. Last Supper gonna deny them from pushing up the field though. Oh, everyone's committed out of net. It's an open net. Can he get it around in time? Yes, he can. A great pass out mid, and Go time gonna shoot this one in the net.
Already going 1-0 with, I mean, they still got half of the game left, so Reapers still have that ability to come back, and being only 1 goal, that should be doable for their team. So I'm definitely still seeing some more aggression in the Reapers team, which is really good. And now it's just trying to keep applying that pressure throughout the rest of the game, and hopefully hitting that ball in the net.
100%. Now a shot opportunity for Eli. It's going to ring off the post a little bit. Double commit on the back line. Everyone's panicking a little bit. Mediocre Joker now some time and space. Going to hit it away. Now Eli going to send it back the other way. Crazy Egg able to get some boost and possession. Can he do anything with it? Not quite. Eli again being the man to shut them down. This man has so much confidence. It's just almost, I would say almost just ego challenging every single ball, and it's working out because he's getting the possession back for his team. Oh,
Ooh, nice little shot out by, I believe that was the Last Supper, just slotted that right in front of the Reaper's net and putting their score up to 2. Just made it right past the defenders, even though all 3 were in the net, but nobody could quite get that defensive touch.
yeah, I think they didn't really expect a shot from there because, to be honest, shots like that, that's a pretty tough angle to hit. Credit to where it's due. Last Supper hit a beautiful angle on net, and unfortunately the Reapers were not prepared for it. It just finds its way through all of the defense. A great demo now coming out on the field, but it's going to get shut down by Go Time.
We got Mediocre trying to pop up for that one, but couldn't quite get it. Go Time trying to bump out of the way and take it up the field, but passing it to his teammate, almost had it mid, but now we still got possession over by the Burns bumpers as they just keep popping that ball and keeping it away from the Reapers, and I think it's just working out for them, just keeping it away and keeping that possession.
Yep, and I think the Reapers have done a great job to regain. This isn't. Ooh, a great shot from Pumpkin. I
There you
didn't
go,
even
got one
think
on
he
the
was going to
board.
get that over there. Yeah, bravo to Reapers to getting something on the board here. A great aerial to get a small little touch to redirect that one into the top right corner. A great shot coming out from Pumpkinhead.
Very, very nice. We're always excited to see those shots when you don't typically see them at the lower ranks, but I mean, any kind of aerial shot up in the air, just throwing those shots on the net for the Reapers is going to be good for them anyways.
Yeah, and you can see Pumpkin got excited about that goal too, which means he's definitely feeling a little bit better too now, which is great to see from the Reapers. If he can get feeling good and like firing on all cylinders, he was the one doing all the scoring for the Reapers in the past games. So hopefully that can continue on. And I'd love to see a little more because I know he's firing on all cylinders now. Now I want to see that from his two teammates. I want to see them get more active on the field, get those meaningful touches we were talking about.
Yeah, even when you watch
Oh.
got another one in net for go time, just kind of slotted that above every other defender that was chilling in the net. Looks like he just popped up for a nice little aerial tap and just put it top left bins.
That small little pop tends to be enough to get it over defenders. You just need to move the ball just a little bit out of what they're expecting, and suddenly it'll send them flying by the window, and they get a goal there. And maybe another one here as Pumpkin's going to need to rush to save that one. Mediocre now with the chance, going to go a little bit past the ball on accident. Looking for a demo attempt. What a demo coming out from Mediocre. Possibly that one can try to throw them off. Seems like the Burns bumpers aren't too fond of demos. Maybe try to use that a little bit to your advantage. If they don't like demos, I often love to demo people who don't like demos.
That's true. Then it gets one off the field, but there we go. Burns bumpers taking a second game off of the Reapers, but Reapers did get one goal back, and I mean that's a big change from the last game that they had in the series because it was like 6-0 the last series, and now it's 3-1, which is a big difference going from that 6-0. So they got one on the board and also took their score by half. So even if they do that one more time, that should lead it up in another tie for them, which would be a really good start for the Reapers to take control of the series.
Yep. And 100%, this is still winnable for the Reapers because best of 5 like reverse sweeps do happen a decent amount of time. It's not like it happens every match, and I'd say like 1 in 10 is about how often they happen. But they certainly do happen a decent amount, and that could be one of them. If they can flip the script like they have slowly been doing, then I could potentially see a reverse sweep here. But first, they got to get to that game 5. They've got a long road ahead of them to get to that point.
Yep, for sure. But here we are going into game number 3, and hopefully the Reapers can take something out of this game. But who knows what happens with the direction that the Burns bumpers are taking this, because they are not going without a fight.
Yep, they seem to be fighting for this one. I know that's something that the Reapers have done really well. I think the last match that they had, they got to that game 5 by a reverse, like almost a reverse sweep. So if there's one team that can do it, it's definitely this team. As a shot coming out from the Burns bumpers right off the rip, saves away. They got to defend this one, though. This is awkward for everyone, and they're going to find a goal there. Unfortunately, they were a little bit caught up front post. They just need to make sure to stay patient because both Pumpkinhead and Mediocre Joker were stuck at that front post, and it kind of just left them confused.
Pretty sure Pumpkinhead said back it up Terry and just put it right into Joker's face, and I think that's what screwed up their defense. But there we go, another goal on the board for Burns bumpers, and still trying to take it down the field towards the Reapers, but they're trying to get that out of the net, which they do succeed with, and we see Pumpkin trying to take this back down the field, trying to do a little bit of a play off the wall, but couldn't quite get there. And ball in front of net, can we see a finish with it? Yes, we do. Got a goal out by Crazy. Yay.
Yep, what a goal coming out from the Reapers team. Great to see them tying up this game and not letting them stay at a deficit for too long. Loving to see another player on Reapers get active in this match, though. That's huge for this Reaper squad.
No, I agree with that one because we need to keep seeing those Reapers get excited for those shots, and we gotta see the change in momentum if we want to see Reapers win this game. Otherwise, Burns Bumpers is going to keep the pressure going, and I don't think the Reapers want that coming at them.
Honestly, I think a great demo coming out from the Reapers. A boost steal, 2 on the field. All of the Burns Bumpers low on boost here, but they get it out on 0 anyways. Last Supper now on the ball. I think, honestly, I just needed to see Reapers panic less. I think a lot of their gameplay is 100% momentum based, and when they're not having that momentum with them, they panic a lot. But when they do have it with them, they seem to like do a really good job of keeping it.
Yep. I do agree with that, and I mean at this rank, it's all about the basics of Rocket League in general, just trying to keep that possession, being able to 50 the ball, and just those base mechanics that you need when it comes to Rocket League. You don't need those fancy like musty flicks, flip resets, anything like that. You just need to hit the ball, hit it solid, hit in the back of the net, and you're good to go.
Yeah, those simple plays tend to be what works best. A flashy goal looks cool, but at the end of the day, it's still just one goal. Like, a kickoff goal will do just as much damage as a double flip reset, triple tap, or whatever you want to invent. Simply a kickoff goal will undo that entire goal.
A little team bump coming out by the Reapers. Looks like they're being a bit of a panic on defense, but here we go again with go time, trying to take this on net, but Mediocre Joker said no to that one. Eli trying to take this back over into the Reaper's side, but still got it mid, and looks like it's going back over to Burns Bumper's side. Couldn't quite keep it over there, though, because we got another shot towards net. Can we see anything happen out of this?
What a save coming from Pumpkinhead to hit that one up high, and then his teammates were able to get back and save that one away. Mediocre Joker now going to push this one herself. Can she find another touch? Not quite. Going to get boomed a long way. Pumpkinhead may be able to work this one himself. Can't quite find it. Crazy I can support Mediocre Jokers. Now the last one back. Is someone able to help Mediocre Joker out? Yeah. And then a great 50. This one could be a great chance for a scoring opportunity. Can they find the hook shot? Not quite. And this one's going to fall out mid.
You know, going by that hook shot itself, they had the really good idea of taking that towards the net and the right vision of what they wanted, but couldn't quite implement it into their gameplay or just into their hands in general, which is okay. But I mean, that's what we want to see at these kinds of ranks, is just the want to improve on those certain kind of mechanics and just being able to keep hitting that ball consistently.
Yep, and those bounce dribbles, those hook shots, they might be the most simple mechanics ever, but boy, are they hard to read. There's nothing scarier than a player on the side of a ball. Ooh, a great opportunity here, and it's going to be hit away. There's nothing scarier than a player on the side of the ball ready to touch it. They can either fake it and just let you fly by, or they can like slam it and get insane power off of it.
Yep, doesn't matter what the rank is, they have possession and they have that time, like they can do whatever they need with that ball, and that's pretty scary for the opposite team if they just leave that open net for them too.
Oh no, and unfortunately miscommunication from Reapers. I think one of the players was worried that the other was going to touch the ball, so they waited too long, and then they actually hit the post. Unfortunately, that one going to find its way to safety for Burns Bumpers, because Reapers had a great chance for that. Another great chance coming up right now. Bump attempts coming out. 30 seconds left on the clock. That one going to be sent high. Is someone able to follow? Craziak able to. This one's bouncing mid. A 50-50. It's still dangerous. Not cleared out yet. But there's Eli, the savior for the Burns Bumpers, saving it away yet again.
Couldn't quite get the tap on there, but that was in front of their net, and they couldn't quite get what they wanted out of that. We got another shot on that. Looks like we got a team bump. Oh no!
Not like this.
No.
Not like this. I was expecting a lot of endings, but just please don't let it be a team bumped 26 KPH goal.
Had the save on it too, but looks like we had some miscommunication coming out from the Reapers. Just got to fix up a few things. They got a few seconds left. Maybe they can take it by. Looks like this ball's going to drop.
Touch. Yeah, we do have a 3-0 for the Burns Bumpers. We really wanted to see. We had a bunch of faith in the Burns Bump, in the Reapers, but unfortunately this is not their week for them. They were not clicking on all cylinders just yet. Hopefully, they'll get a little more comfortable as the season goes on. But for now, the Burns Bumper is going to take it in a pretty dominant 3-0 sweep. I mean, the last couple of games were close, but that first one of the 6-0 was pretty dominant.
Yep, I think if they had one more game in the series, they'd definitely bring that to a tie or even better. But I mean, this game almost ended with an overtime, anyways, because it was 1-1 till that final goal in with the accidental team bump. But they chopped it down to a 2-1 that last game compared to their 3-1 the game before. So they still put on another one on the net. But I mean, Burns Bumpers were just taking each game, and Reapers couldn't do anything about it.
Yep, I mean they did put up a great fight, especially towards the end. Like that was a great showing from them. There's plenty of opportunities. I was thoroughly believing that game number 3 was going to go the other way, but unfortunately it does not. And so unfortunately for the Reapers, we have a Burns Bumpers win in game number 3. But fortunate for them, they go up 2-2 in the season.
I believe we have those guys in comp too. If we want to pull them over here.
Comp 2? Lord, I don't think I can drag that far. Hold up, let me try. Because usually they go to the waiting room, but will it auto scroll? It will not auto scroll for me, so I can't drag that far. I could drag them into watch party and then drag them down, but that'd be a little.
Well, you could also pop yourself into comp and then drag me
that's
in
a good idea.
A little bit easier too. Or I could swap over to one of them.
Yeah, jump over to watch party. I'll drag you into comp 2.
Sounds good.
How's it going, guys? I hope I didn't come here too early. You guys we're here with the Burns Bumpers. Congrats on the win today.
Thank you.
Hope you weren't intentionally waiting. We just assumed that you just hadn't hopped in there yet.
Oh, it's all good.
All right, well, congrats
Eli
on the wins.
in the cam, in the banana suit, saw a little bit of flexing happening. Looks like he's trying to show off a little bit of guns, showing what he can prove in his gameplay.
Yeah, what have you been training recently? Because you absolutely popped off in that series.
Just more aerial control, and we got our rotations down now, so we're not leaving people behind. So we're pretty good.
Ooh, love to hear that. Do you think you got a boost from the banana costume? Do you think that was a part of it?
Yeah, probably 100%. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. But you better keep wearing it then, just for that extra little boost. We got to see that every week.
Yeah, I might keep dressing up. Yeah.
Love to hear that. So I got a question for I guess I'll direct it to Go Time. So what did you do to try to fix the rotations? Because like Eli mentioned, you guys did some work on rotations. Did you guys do replay reviews of zone? Did you like play some comp together? What was the from a captain standpoint? What did you do to reel these guys in?
Yeah, so after our first match, thought we kind of should have won, but we kind of realized the main issue was rotations not there together. The communication was not right. We never had a really third man back. We had too many double commits. So we mainly just started trying to get like one practice in a week, just kind of playing with each other. We kind of all looked back at the just to see what we could have done better.
Awesome, love to hear it. Aqua, do you have a question for the Last Supper?
Yeah, so Last Supper as in one of the I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of like showtime out of you, but I know in that last in those last couple of games that we did have a little bit more. What goes through your head when it comes to your gameplay and what you should improve upon as you keep going through that game series?
I feel like I've been whenever I play, I feel like I'm more trying to I'm missing more shots, so I try to set them up more. But going through the game, trying to just hit more shots, going for more shots, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Well, it did work out well for you guys because you guys were able to put those shots on net. I mean, first game was a total sweep. It was 6-0, and I mean, you guys were just dominating right away, which you guys held your own. But I mean, Reapers did get a shot on for the next 2 games, so I want to hand it over to Eli and the rest of these ones. But what was as leader of the team, like what were you thinking as they were getting those shots on your net then.
Still here?
I don't know.
He must be, yeah.
Was that for me or go time?
It could be for any of you.
Take your pick. Who wants to yap? You're on stream.
I'll be yeah.
Let Eli go.
Yeah, so I think what happened first game, we brought the pressure, wanted to come out strong. And then the next 2 games, we were like, okay, we can win this. And we turned the brakes off and kind of stuck more to rotations instead of going for big plays. We went for more little, which I guess gave them more opportunities to try to get it towards our backboard. And, one ended up sneaking in, but, we just kind of just playing the game instead of trying to just put goals and goals and goals in. So.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you guys kept up that pressure that worked up really well for you guys. So congrats on the win, and hand it back over to V-Storm then.
Yep, congrats on the win. We're gonna get out of here. I guess apologies for rating your comp, VC, but yeah, we didn't know if you were joining waiting room or not, so we decided to just jump in ourselves. But yeah, congrats on the win, on the dominant win, I'd say, and best of luck in your next weeks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's hope he follows suit. And I just switched VCs. I'll try to drag him down. Maybe he's joined. Sweet, we've got him back.
There we go.
All right, that is the first matchup of the game. We're gonna go into an intermission to verify that we are good to go on our match. Actually, I'll really quick. Actually, just check the chat real quick. Yeah, so we will have an 8:45 match for the I guess it's Woen Wilson versus Silly Geese, so stay tuned for that. Aquamaniac, I appreciate you jumping in here, especially short notice. It might have been a little scuffed off the rip, but glad to not have to solo cast it.
Yeah, it was no problem. Just a little bit busy on my part, and so I apologize for that. But
no need to apologize. You got in here. That's all that matters.
Yeah, fair enough. I want to make sure these guys have a good time playing for Dcrl, and I'm sure these guys do, as long as they're showing up on the stream. And I mean, it was a good game to show on stream anyways. Total sweep, so I'm sure they were very excited after that game was over.
Yep. All right, well, with that, we're going to send it to a quick intermission, so stay tuned for that Woen Wilson and Silly Geese. And thanks again, Aquamaniac, for joining up. Everyone else, best of luck with your matches.